Hi guys, it's Smithy here, welcome back to the channel. Now for ages people have been asking me across social media a few different questions about my golf game, where I play, etc. So I thought I'd put it together for a video for you to be able to see exactly what I'm all about and to get to know me a little bit better. So let's get stuck into these questions. So to start off with, Jamie Pidd has left a comment to say, after watching some of your videos, it seems to me I've been having lessons as my swing has some sound fundamentals, which is a nice comment, thank you very much. Good wrist hinge, etc. And it's changed slightly. What have I noticed has changed more than anything? So for me, one of the top things I've been working is on ball striking and just trying to keep that as pure as possible. So something I've always struggled with is catching the ball a little bit heavy behind the ground. So I've been working on taking the club a little bit further away from the ball, so coming out a little bit flatter, because I have been struggling with a little bit of hooks as well. So just to try and even that out, try and get a little bit of a straighter ball flight. And at the moment it's worked for me. Haven't played for a good couple of weeks. I haven't practiced as much as I'd like due to other commitments with work and things like that. But yeah, for me it's just a fact of working on that over and over again. That's my kind of pre-shot routine, and at the moment it seems to be working really well for me. So that's me. I don't know about yourselves, don't know what you're working on, Jamie, but yeah, that's what's working for me at the moment. So going on, Golf on Camera has commented saying, if I could improve one stat about my game to get my handicap down to 15, what would it be? That's a really great question, and I already know the answer. So for me, short game is always pretty good. My chipping and putting is probably the best part of my game. For me, it's probably driver and woods off the tee, so just getting off the tee box and putting myself in that position that I can hit the nice irons and obviously chips into the greens as well, because that's a part of the game I really enjoy. Always struggled with my longer game, so for me, if I could just improve my off the tee, so positioning onto fairways, that would definitely be something that I really want to work on and hopefully get me down a bit further down, hopefully down into around the kind of 10 or 11 handicap. Questioning from Golf all the time on Instagram, what balls am I gaming? So loads of different golf balls behind me here. I've used a few different types. I've used the Strixon AD 333, Wilson DX2 a little bit as well, the Optics bright ones in the winter. At the moment I'm currently using the TaylorMade Project A. As for me, I found it's absolutely perfect. A little bit softer feel when I'm using irons, but still firm enough on the green. So something I've kind of generally struggled with is having a ball that's soft with an iron, but still a little bit firm with a putter. I find if I have a really soft golf ball, it just springs off the putter face, and I find it really difficult to judge weight of putts. Reading the lines and reading breaks is never a problem for me, but that judgment of pace is really, really big for me. So Project A is doing a great job at the moment, and I absolutely love them. Next up, Dave Fuge from Golf Performance by Dave Fuge. He's based in Paignton, I believe, in Devon, so not far away from me. He asks, do I strength train to help improve my game? The question is no. As you can see, there's not a lot of me. I'm a pretty slim guy, but I've never really done strength training, only when I was in my kind of late teens, early 20s. It's something I know that I need to really work on. So that's going to be something that's going to be coming to the channel very soon, and fingers crossed doing a bit with Dave himself to show you how it can improve your game. Question here from Big Oggy Golf, a good friend of mine from Cornwall. I play, and you would have seen a lot of vlogs I've been doing with him. So here's a question, I don't know if it's golf related, but where can you get a decent pasty from in Devon? Of course, it won't be a real one, but they take imitation as a sincere form of flattery. So me and John have a good laugh, and the fact that I always say to John whenever I come down to Cornwall that he owes me a pasty. He's yet to buy me one, but then again, I've never bought him a cream tea. There is a decent place. So in Devon there's a place called Chunk Pasties. So if you ever go to the rugby in Exeter Chiefs, the one of the great rugby teams in the Premier League, they sell Chunk Pasties, which is just around the corner from my house. They are fantastic. So if you're in Devon and you want a decent pasty and you don't want to go down to Cornwall, the Chunk Pasties, check them out, they're really good. Aidan Juddin on Twitter, what's my home golf course? So I play at Dawlish Warren Golf Club, also known as the Warren. So it's down in South Devon, and it's a links course. So you would have seen my video I done. It's Also where Mark Coswell does a lot of his course vlogs and brings some of his students from the journey. So if you haven't checked that out already, links up there. Go and check it out. It's a really cool golf club. Links golf, so completely different than what a lot of people are used to, but makes you really concentrate on the strike on the golf ball. Next up, question from Darren Leslie Sturman, who actually won one of our competitions for our 4-ball to Enmore Park. So congratulations, Darren. Looking forward to playing there in the next coming weeks and months with you as well. It should make for a really good vlog. I've heard you're a really good laugh. So his question is, why did I get into vlogging, and what got me into golf in general? So to start off with golf in general, when I was younger I played quite a lot of football and would kind of be brought up in the village I grew up into the golf club as well. So I'd play football in the morning and go to the driving range in the afternoon for a few hours. As a kind of junior, as a teenager, it wasn't my thing. I had family that played golf and I really didn't enjoy it. I hit 2 or 3 balls and they'd go left, right, and one would scuttle on the ground and I'd just lose patience. Luckily, going into my kind of late teens and early 20s, professionally moved on to jobs where would often be invited to charity days, so started to learn to play through playing pitch and putt courses quite a lot. So that's why I love my chipping and my putting. But for me, it was just a fact of, it was something to meet new people, to sometimes do business on the golf course. And overall, I just started to kind of relax more as a person. Wasn't so fussed about kind of going out and doing adventurous stuff. And for me, golf was quite a sanctuary thing. I'd be at work throughout the week, so weekends I'd go and play golf. And I just found it really peaceful, walking through some amazing golf courses, stunning views, and just hearing kind of nature. For me, it was just everything I could want and more in a hobby, really. Why I started vlogging? Well, I used to actually just film, and I got this kind of idea from watching a few of Mark Coswell's videos of just filming my golf swings. I thought, well, I didn't at the time have much money for lessons, so I thought, how can I learn about what I'm doing and what I am and aren't doing? So I started filming my golf swing. And one day I put a video on, I think it was on Facebook, and I got a few likes and things like that, and I thought, you know, actually I quite enjoy the idea of editing the video and putting a bit of music over it and, you know, making it look quite cool with some effects and stuff like that. So started doing a few different practice bits, putting them on my Facebook, and then launched an Instagram channel, SmithyHereGolf, as you would have probably seen, and on Twitter and Facebook as well. And started doing course vlogs, so when I was playing with people I'd introduce them, started doing course vlogs. That was April of last year. Had a little bit of a weird summer last year, a lot going on with different jobs and stuff, so I didn't do as many vlogs as I was going to, and it kind of lost momentum. But making a few more now, you would notice quite a few bits around what's in the bag, my product reviews, and obviously course reviews as well. And we've got a lot coming out on the channel, loads of course vlogs. Been speaking to a lot of golf courses about doing vlogs around their courses, so it's going to be really exciting and hopefully lots for you to look forward to, and for us as well, for me and my friends to play golf on as well. Question from Joe Young. Joe says, why did I pick golf instead of playing different games? So maybe as I explained earlier just then, I used to play football. When I played football in my early teens, I used to pick up a lot of injuries with my ankles. Still struggle a bit with my ankles and wrists at the moment. And because I kept finding them issues, I didn't play as often as I'd like to. Spent a lot of time on the bench as a kind of teenager. So ended up playing golf as a result of not playing as much football as I could. So for me, that's why I picked it up. Question from Yorkie Bar 1962 as part of the Golf Mates kind of crew. As I work in AG, what if they said you could choose any set of golf clubs? What would I choose and why? Well, for me, I obviously get to test everything that comes out, and being a kind of a mid to higher handicapper, I don't need to play the kind of bladed, shiny looking clubs. Out of everything I've tested this year, if I was to grab, the club I always grab when I go and have a quick little practice is the Cobra F8. I absolutely love them. I don't know what it is about them. They're friendly, which helps me because I don't get to play all the time. They look nice down by the ball, and it just feels really good. They're quite long. I'm not the longest of hitters, and they seem to fly off the face quite fast as well. So for me, I absolutely love them. If I was to get a set, it would be them, and maybe in the future, I think they might be what I go for. Not the one lengths, just the stand lengths. I have tried one lengths, but not my cup of tea. But it's certainly the F8s in at least the irons, maybe even the woods as well would be where I'd go. And last of all, question from Obadiah Music 13. So Obi, as he's well known, actually works with me in American Golf, and he's a fantastic lad, great personality. If you ever come to the store and meet him, he's a really good laugh. and he does some fantastic music. So go check him out on Instagram, Obadiah Music. His question: who would be your dream 4-ball, and what course would I choose to play? Keep up the good work, bro. Thanks, mate. So, had a little think about this. I think my top 4. I've always wanted to play with Rory McIlroy. I've always been a fan of his game and his kind of attitude towards the game. So probably Rory McIlroy. Got to be Tiger Woods. I grew up in 1989. I was born, so I grew up in the 90s, watching his stuff on TV, and was amazed by what he did with a golf club and his rule of the golfing world. And I've heard he's a good laugh on the golf course. Bill Murray, the comedian. I've seen some videos of him online, and he sounds an absolute hoot to be around. Seen some videos of him cracking up jokes with the spectators. So absolutely. And I'd probably say, what course? Either Augusta. That's probably everyone's favourite, isn't it? Or maybe Pebble Beach, always been somewhere I'd love to visit. So, just a few quick fire questions there. If you get any more questions answered, I want to do another Q&A. This has been quite on the spur at the moment. I'm going away on holiday next week, so I just wanted to put a video together to answer a few questions I keep getting asked, basically. So keep them questions coming in. I'll do another video in the future. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up underneath and subscribe down below as well. Every subscriber really helps me, and every time I go to work with a new golf course or a new company, it helps me in my kind of conversations with them to give me better products to test and play at different golf courses. So again, thanks for tuning in. I'll see you again soon.